Are you struggling to stay motivated? In this video, we delve into the 5 habits that may be sabotaging your motivation and how to overcome them. Lesson 1. Procrastination and laziness. Procrastination is a silent thief that steals time and energy. It creeps into life, making even the simplest tasks feel impossible. Buddhism teaches that time is precious. Every moment is an opportunity for growth. When a person delays action, they waste the gift of life. The Buddha encouraged discipline. He taught that effort leads to wisdom. Without effort, there is no progress. Laziness is another major enemy of motivation. It feeds on comfort and routine. A lazy mind avoids change. It seeks pleasure without effort. Buddhism warns against this. The Dhammapada teaches that the fool sleeps while the wise person stays awake. This does not mean never resting. It means staying aware and mindful. Every action should have purpose. Every moment should be used wisely. When a person procrastinates, they create suffering. The undone tasks build pressure. The mind becomes restless. The fear of failure grows stronger. The Buddha taught that action frees the mind. When something needs to be done, it should be done without delay. A person must act with full awareness and dedication. One powerful Buddhist practice is mindfulness. Being mindful means being fully present. A person should focus on the task at hand. When the mind drifts, they must gently bring it back. Another important practice is discipline. The Buddha's path requires effort. Even when something feels difficult, it must be done. Growth happens through challenges. Another teaching is impermanence. Everything changes. A task may feel difficult today, but with effort, it becomes easier. A person should not let fear stop them. They should take the first step, no matter how small. The momentum will build. Motivation comes from action, not from waiting. Buddhism also teaches self-compassion. If a person struggles, they should not be harsh on themselves. Instead, they should recognize their struggle and gently bring themselves back to action. The path to motivation is not about being perfect. It is about continuous effort. A person must set small goals. They should focus on one step at a time. Large tasks can feel overwhelming, but breaking them down makes them manageable. Even small progress is still progress. Each step forward builds confidence. Each action strengthens discipline. Over time, procrastination loses its grip. Lesson 2. Negative self-talk and doubt. Negative self-talk is one of the biggest enemies of motivation. When a person constantly tells themselves they are not good enough, they believe it. Buddhism teaches that thoughts shape reality. The mind is like a garden. If a person plants negative seeds, they will grow into suffering. But if they plant positive thoughts, they will grow into confidence and peace. Doubt weakens motivation. It creates fear and hesitation. The Buddha taught that doubt is like a storm. It shakes a person's foundation, but a strong mind remains steady. The key is to recognize doubt and not let it control actions. Instead of giving in, a person must observe it and move forward anyway. One Buddhist teaching that helps is the concept of right speech. Right speech is not just about how a person talks to others. It is also about how they talk to themselves. Words carry power. If a person constantly says, "I cannot do this," their mind believes it. But if they say, "I am capable," their confidence grows. Speaking kindly to oneself is a step toward motivation. Buddhism also teaches the power of the present moment. Often, negative thoughts come from the past or the future. A person might think about past failures or worry about the future, but neither of these exist in the present. The present moment is where action happens. Focusing on now removes unnecessary fear and doubt. Meditation helps quiet negative thoughts. When a person sits in silence, they observe their mind. They see thoughts come and go. They learn that thoughts are not facts. They do not have to believe every negative thing their mind says. This awareness weakens doubt. Self-compassion is another key teaching. The Buddha never encouraged self-hatred. He taught that every person has potential. If a person fails, it does not mean they are a failure. It means they are learning. Instead of criticizing themselves, they should offer kindness and encouragement. A gentle mind is a strong mind. A person should replace negative thoughts with positive ones. If they catch themselves thinking, "I will never succeed," they should replace it with, "I am learning and growing." Over time, these small changes transform the mind. Confidence replaces doubt. Motivation replaces hesitation. The Buddha's teachings show that a strong mind creates a strong life. A person does not have to be perfect. They only need to keep moving forward. The mind can be trained. With effort, motivation grows stronger every day. Lesson 3. Attachment to comfort and avoiding challenges. Comfort is tempting. It feels safe. But staying in comfort for too long weakens motivation. Buddhism teaches that growth comes from challenges. The path to enlightenment is not easy. It requires effort, learning, and discomfort. Avoiding challenges means avoiding growth. The Buddha himself left comfort to seek truth. He had a luxurious life, but he knew it would not bring real happiness. He stepped into the unknown. He faced difficulty and struggle, but through this, he found wisdom. His journey teaches that true fulfillment comes from effort, not ease. Avoiding challenges comes from fear. The mind says, "This is too hard." But Buddhism teaches that fear is an illusion. It only has power if a person believes it. Every challenge is a lesson. Every struggle is a teacher. Instead of running away, a person must face them with courage. Buddhism teaches the middle path. This means avoiding extremes. A person should not seek only pleasure, but they should also not cause unnecessary suffering. Instead, they should find balance. Growth requires effort, but also rest. It is about stepping out of comfort without becoming overwhelmed. Discipline is important. A person must train their mind. They must push themselves, even when they do not feel like it. Each small step builds strength. Over time, comfort loses its grip. Challenges become opportunities. The key is to embrace discomfort. Instead of avoiding difficulty, a person must see it as a chance to grow. Every great achievement starts with effort. The more a person pushes forward, the more motivated they become. Lesson 4. Comparing yourself to others. Comparison steals joy. It weakens motivation. Buddhism teaches that each person's journey is unique. No two paths are the same. A person should focus on their own growth, not someone else's success. The Buddha taught that attachment to external things leads to suffering. Comparing oneself to others is a form of attachment. It creates jealousy, doubt, and frustration. Instead of being inspired, a person feels unworthy. This destroys motivation. Instead of comparison, a person should practice gratitude. They should focus on what they have, not what they lack. Every person has strengths. Every person has weaknesses. The goal is to improve, not to compete. Buddhism teaches equanimity. This means accepting life as it is. Instead of wishing for someone else's life, a person should embrace their own path. When they stop comparing, they find peace. Their motivation returns because they focus on their own progress. Lesson 5. Seeking instant gratification. Modern life is filled with distractions. Many people want quick results, but Buddhism teaches patience. True success takes time. Instant pleasure fades. Real fulfillment comes from long-term effort. The Buddha taught mindfulness. A person must slow down. They must focus on the present. Instead of chasing quick rewards, they must build lasting habits. Meditation helps develop patience. It trains the mind to stay present. The best way to build motivation is through small, consistent actions. Growth is a slow process, but with patience and dedication, success comes naturally. Buddhism teaches that discipline leads to real joy. When a person stops seeking instant rewards, they find deep and lasting happiness. By following these teachings, a person can rebuild their motivation. They can find purpose and move forward with confidence. The path is not easy, but every step is worth it. True motivation comes from within.